guys are doing well today. My name is Adilah Maisarah binti Masmud and I am a final year student pursuing Bachelor of Business Administration Honours in Islamic Banking at UiTM Puncak Alam, Selangor. This video is made for subject Islamic Banking and Financial Services with code ISB 547 Group BA 2495A conducted by Sir Faizal Kamarudi. Today, I would like to share with all of you about the Fintech 1.0, which is the earliest phase of the Fintech development. So why are we going to talk about Fintech 1.0 when we are already far ahead at Industry Revolution 4.0? The reason is because we are here today because we started at Fintech 1.0. So we need to appreciate where we come from, right? Firstly, I would like to ask if any of you ever use online banking transaction because that is Fintech. If you ever made payment using your phone on e-wallet applications such as Touch & Go, Boost, GrabPay, ShopeePay, and others, because that is also Fintech. What about online shopping? Yes, of course, that is Fintech too. Isn't it obvious now what is Fintech? Yes, correct. Fintech is a term created by combining two words, which is finance and technology. The relationship between finance and technology, on the other hand, has a long history. Fintech 1.0 starts on 1886 until 1967 is all about infrastructure. This is the era when we can start talking about the financial globalization for the first time. It all began with the technology like telegraph, railroads, and steamships, which is permitted for the first time to cross the borderlines financial links to allow the rapid transmission of financial information, transaction, and payments around the world. The telegraph first commercial usage was in 1838 and the Atlantic Telegraph Company's successful installation of the transatlantic cable was in 1866 established the foundation for the first major period of the financial globalization in the late 19th centuries. And the Fed wire was established in the United States on 1918, which is the first electronic funds transfer system, which relied on now archaic technologies such as telegraph and Morse code are among the significant events in this timeline. Credit cards were introduced in 1950s to alleviate the strain of carrying cash.
Have you guys seen the first credit card? Bet you don't, but it's okay. If I'm going to show it to you guys after this, but if you have seen the first credit card, then good for you. So, ta-da! This is the first credit card that was invented in 1950s. The most obvious change that you can see between the first credit card from today's credit card is we have the chip, while the first credit card don't have the chip.
So this is the first credit card introduced by the Dealers Club in 1950s, while this is the credit card used by the American Express Company in 1958. The founding of the Interbank Card Association, or now known as the MasterCard, in the United States was made in 1966, aided by Consumer Revolution. Following that, Barclays introduced the automatic teller machine ATMs in 1967. The bank might be considered the start of today's current fintech evolution. Although Fintech 1.0 is heavily technology related, the financial services business remained essentially an analog industry, at least in public perception, from roughly 1866 to 1967. Since 1967, the advancement of digital communication and transaction processing technology has accelerated the transition of finance from an analog to a digital business and keep developing until we are at Fintech 4.0 now, where business can be done via phone and globally. As previously said, finance and technology have long been linked and intertwined from the beginning of their existence. Even now, our daily lives are all about money, payment, transaction through e-wallets, online banking, and others. We should always be grateful about how far fintech have developed today compared to the earliest era of the fintech. These days, everything is on the tip of our finger. We can always pay bills online, everywhere, and we did not waste a lot of time queuing at the counter. Imagine that we have to use telegraph or Morse code like in 19th centuries. It will be hassle, right? So it is really important for fintech to keep developing. So did you learn anything new today? If yes, please give some words on the comment below because that will help me for my assignment marks. Thank you for lending your
years. That's all from me today. Thank you.